And there are some very good things in this bill. But I want to tell this House that there are some very, very dangerous amendments in this bill that we are moving to amend the 2010 Constitution that will become a real issue, many, many years down the line. And we had hoped that we had created a constitution that will pass the test of time. We had hoped that we will not have people wanting to do what those others had done to the Independence Constitution by wanting to give themselves power at the expense of Mwananchi or at the expense of Kenyans. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, one of the things I'm asking myself is just how important are these amendments? First of all, at a time when Kenyans are expecting that we should be more sensitive to the real issues affecting them, one of them being the corona pandemic and the impact it has had on the citizenry. Today, many Kenyans have lost their jobs. Today, many Kenyans do not even know where to earn a living. Today, many Kenyans cannot access the vaccine. But all of us in this House have been vaccinated, Mr. Speaker. So for me, I worry about that. But let me move on, Mr. Speaker, to speak about the real issue today. Mr. Speaker, can the Leader of Majority just let me contribute without interrupting me?
There's a point of order. Leader of Majority.
Honorable Speaker, I did not intend to interrupt any member.
Let me have my chance.
Because this is a constitutional moment. But the Honorable nominated member, Sisi Barre, has just made a very serious allegation that there are some dangerous provisions that are contained within this bill. Does not go ahead to tell us which are these dangerous provisions in this bill and proceeds to tell us about corona, which is not included in this bill. Is she in order to mislead this House and Kenyans that there are some dangerous provisions within this BBI bill without mentioning those provisions, and then goes ahead to totally irrelevant matters dealing with pandemics and all that are not the subject matter of this bill?
You know, Mr. Speaker, with all respect to the Leader of Majority, if you had accepted to sit right where you are and give me time, I was going to those dangerous clauses. So please just don't disrupt me. Allow me to speak. And I want to say this, Mr. Speaker. When we were amending the 2010 Constitution, because the Constitution is about all of us, all Kenyans, the then government allowed people to give their views. The then government allowed even ministers. I remember the Minister for Agriculture then, Honorable William Ruto, the Minister for Special Programs then, Naomi Shaban, were in the no camp, but nobody intimidated them. So don't think you'll come here and intimidate me.
Please, honourable members, so that
Mr. Speaker,
just allow me to listen also.
Allow me to proceed, please. Mr. Speaker. Sorry, Mr. Speaker. Allow me to proceed. Mr. Speaker, one of the things that we fought for when we were fighting for the 2010 Constitution was the independence of the institutions of government, was the independence of the three arms of government. And if there was a big gain that we gained as the people of Kenya, was to ensure that the three arms of government, executive, parliament, judiciary, were truly, truly independent. Some of you who probably never had a chance to face the wrath of the dictator regime that was there then may not appreciate those gains. But those that followed what was going on then will appreciate that one of the major gains we achieved was really the independence of the three arms of government. The minute we allowed the executive to have control of parliament, the minute we allowed the executive to have control of the judiciary, that is the beginning of the end of our democracy, Mr. Speaker. And so allow me to mention some of those things that I find not good for this nation going forward. One of them, Mr. Speaker, and by the way, that is why one Honorable Raila Odinga, who I respect very much, fought very hard for that new constitution. And if there's a man I know went out of his way, sacrificed for the 2010 constitution, it was the Honorable Raila Odinga. It is sad that again we are taking away those gains, and he happens